And I don't even know where to start with this, but if you guys watch my other streams, you guys know I usually don't have this much cash in my bank. And the reason I store it all in the bank is because it's a combination of both my characters. So the best part about having two characters is you can do a lot of work as the second character. I was predicting that I can get first time bonuses as my secondary character, but you know what I mean? That's not the case. Also, secondly, it's not easy to earn money as a lower level character, as you're also going to be leveling up along the way. Doing jobs like peer pressure like this are really good for low level characters. So, step one, I guess, would be having two characters, but having a higher level character to throw back on. Okay, for the most part, all you're going to need for this money tutorial is a high-end apartment. Step one, find one friend. Now, you can meet someone online. Now, if you got a buddy, basically your goal here to do is to do the very first heist about, let's say, on hard difficulty, because it's really fucking easy. If you're like me, like a pro, you could get it done within a few minutes. The first setup's not that hard, and the second setup is most certainly not that hard, and those are the only two setups. And it only costs $11,000, and it's a very good investment for getting $100,000. So anyway, you're going to split the cut to 70 so that you get $100,000 each time. Do that 10 times, it's $1 million. Alright, so you kind of get in the picture here. If you do it enough times, you know, that's 10 times a day. Now, your friend, he's gonna walk off with around about $500,000, so he's making half of what you're making, which is an alright amount to me. And my condolences. The screen keeps, for me, my screen keeps cutting out. But man, me and Isaac found out this, and it's not a money glitch or anything. It's honest. I don't see why Rockstar would reduce the price or reduce the amount of times you could do the heist, because all I'm trying to do is quickly make money because not all my buddies are online. However, if you got more friends, I would recommend Prison Break. A lot less setups and other heists, as well as the payout's pretty statistic, and you get 250,000 each, or no, 150,000 each. Do that 10 times, you make around $1 million something for everybody. That's only if you have your friends. Now the other heists, on the other hand, now if you can complete all the heists together in order on hard difficulty without dying, you get a $12 million bonus. And well, for one, if now what I meant by all in order is a $1 million bonus, and loyalty, doing it with the same people through the same setups throughout everyone, you get loyalty, which is $1 million bonus. And then doing them all on hard difficulty with the previous two challenges, I think, and it's like without dying once throughout any of the setups and the heists themselves, you make a $10 million bonus. With this bonus, you're essentially, it doesn't matter how much money everybody's getting, they're walking off with a lot of fucking cash. Enough to run Los Santos. And to be fair, everything is really overpriced in this game. So find a crew, or have me join you, or friend me, and I'll be willing to help. I'm not the greatest player, so keep that in mind, but I am a really good player. One thing I kind of wanted to keep in common with you guys, cash is like $9,180, so do that twice, it's around $12,000. So do 5 jobs, it's around $100,000. So you think about, it's not 5, but 10 jobs, that's around $100,000, so 10 jobs. So today we're just going to be doing 10 jobs to make out with $100,000. Now, my money methods. Find a buddy. Always do everything on hard all the time, because hard pays a lot more cash. It is a bit more stressful. But if you're like me and you don't really want to actually pay for a shark card. Ah, fuck, this is the two-person job. Fuck that. Anyway, my point being that, hey, quick tip, and this is a small tip, you don't have to follow this, but pick up money you get from dead corpses. Sounds stupid, but it's free cash that could go toward paying your electric bills that doesn't have to come out of your income rate. You know, from doing jobs and shit. You know, all that side cash can go to snacks if you don't have a office or facility to get them for free. Another thing, you don't really need an overpriced sports car. Maybe one sports car that's cheap but heavily modified to go extremely fast and to be very durable in many different situations. An armored Kuruma and a Duke of Death are the two of my recommendations, as they are both armored vehicles, can hold up to, well, the Duke of Death can hold 2 people, and the armored Kuruma can hold 4. With that being said, you can get jobs done a lot easier. They have patched the Pacific Standard glitch where you can actually get an armored Kuruma, which is kind of gay, but still it's well balanced. Rockstar created. And so for me, what I like to do is I like to distribute cash and grind my ass off on jobs and the original heists as my low level, then grind my ass off on the Doomsday heists and other jobs, and adversary modes, death matches, and races as my high level character. So toward the very end of it, I mean, I like to mix it up a bit. 10 death matches, 10 jobs, or 10 missions I should say, and 10 races. Now, races pay dick, that's inevitable. So be prepared to not get paid too much money, but just be willing just to do it for fucking fun. You're gonna run around with about like $10,000, not too toward the end of it if you do it 10 times. So I mean, it's not 1,000 whatever each, so maybe 12,000. And if you're really good, maybe 15, maybe 20,000 if you do enough of races. Races aren't really my specialty, but I don't know. I also really, and another thing, this car I'm in right now is for free, and it's $1 million, but I got it for free. And it's free for everyone, and so is a Night Shark. While you're at it, go get one of those, like the Kuruma. It's 4-door, it's armored. The armor costs money though. They're really good armor, but it's also weaponized. The downfall of this, however, is you can't use, the passengers can't use their own guns. But the thing, it doesn't get knocked to the side whenever something bumps into it, which is a very good feature. The car has a lot of weight to it, which is amazing. So my point being that you can make $1 million a day in GTA. Now this is no professional, and like I said, if you do 10 Fleeca jobs and give the cuts all to yourself, that's $1 million. Then the next day, give it all to your friend, and then, you know what I mean? And I mean, they make almost $500,000 a day with you, and then, so then the next day they get $1 million, they get $1 million of 1.5 mil. So essentially, it's a win-win for both of you guys, and essentially by the end of the week, by Friday, or if you want to count the weekends, which I reserve for Doomsday heists, and you can make with about 5 million within a week, maybe even more. And to be exact, because it's being cut up, on Friday I do like to do the Doomsday scenario and cut the take between me and my buddy Isaac by half. Or, more ethically, I like to give us both the full cut of the $800,000 of the original heist. That's almost $1 million. So I'd say within a given week we'd walk off with 2.5. That's 3.8 mil a week each, both you and one friend. If you have more friends, I recommend, if you have 4 friends in total, you guys should split off into 2 different teams and then interchange by each day. And the more people doing heists, the more people that have the heists unlocked for the original set of heists, not the Doomsday scenario, not the Doomsday heists, then you're bound to be making a lot of money. Now, the Doomsday heists are just bonuses. So, do you still make... Now, let's say within a given week you do the Doomsday heists twice. Okay, so you're making around about $2 million a day. And now you can, within a week, probably walk off like 10 mil if you don't spend a dime. So you can, I guess that's the problem with patience is, you know. And then, of course, you can sell the cars that you get, but of course, there's not going to be as much as you pay for. Now, that's the problem about buying cars. You see, I love buying cars. I have an addiction where I just buy a bunch of cars. I find a car I really like, keep it for a long time, sell it eventually under some bullshit explanation, then I go back and buy it again. Well, anyway, this is kind of that situation where, well, under unfortunate circumstances, my mic unplugged. Oh man. Basically, like, my controller is like, okay, so put it this way, I have no chair in my room, and like my leg, like I'm crisscross applesauce right now, my legs are aching, so I go to, you know, just lay out my legs, man, like forward, and well, my wired to my headset because it's connected to my controller because I don't have a wireless headset yet, and I just done fucking plugs. Ah man, so my bad if the quality may sound a bit weird. I hope I didn't fuck it up. Well, anyway. The most important part, I don't even know what I was going off about. Oh yeah, about my car addiction. So, unfortunately, there's circumstances where... if I can get this out. My main issue, and as I said, the shitty ass nightclubs. Now you have a 1-car garage. Now if you move any car, if you buy a car, move it into that 1-car garage. The car that's in that garage cannot be replaced, and you will lose it forever. Now, I may say, well, what's your problem? Well, if you 12-year-olds understand the word Deluxo, or if you're a real man and you understand the word DeLorean, you would know that basically I lost my DeLorean to that very incident. And the DeLorean cost 3.5 mil at minimum. So what I'm trying to do is grind for it back. And you see, here's the thing about me. I can pointlessly grind, but nothing pays good anymore these days, given the price of everything else by today's standards. Now, I know $750 per level is a bit much. Maybe about $250. I'm trying to sell at $250 because that's around about 1,000 2 level. Okay, so basically what I'm saying, guys, not whenever you level up. I'm saying, and I think that gets a lot of people confused what I'm talking about. So I'm saying, any way of you making income, should be increased by your level, basically, is what I am saying. And the reason I say that is because to me, it makes the most sense. Now, I'm about to be level 212, so 212, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Another thing I kind of wanted to point out here. I mean, Rockstar, can you give us the railgun? Because if you think about it, guys, there are guns that are more overpowered than a railgun. Sure, now the railgun may just get a overall upgrade here. But, you see, the heavy sniper MK2 with explosive rounds is the equivalent of a railgun with a much faster fire rate and a much larger magazine capacity than the average of one shot. You see, that's more balanced that way. Sure, may do overall more damage, but of course you can add recoil to it and decrease a little bit of accuracy. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, what the fuck's wrong with you? Well, for me, I can't stand the railgun's design, but at the same time, I can't stand the affection that it gets from players and other people alike. What I am talking about, of course, is the way that people view it. They view it as either one of two things: very underpowered, used to be overpowered, but now is underpowered weapon. And the other end of the argument, the most overpowered gun in the game, because it does have the most damage output in the game, or some shit like that. But the problem is it only has one magazine, has one capacity, an ammo capacity of 1 round, which means that there's only 1 round, and that's it, which is pretty obvious. So my issue with the gun, the damage is not worth the magazine. The damage is good, but the magazine isn't. So neither is the fire rate, because the trigger is delayed. So with these factors being, the performance of the gun essentially degraded because of the magazine capacity and the fire rate, because of a very long trigger delay and a short fused, time to shoot, each round. Given how you only get 1 shot, it's a very short time period it takes to pull the trigger, but at the same time, it's a very long process, as you have to be certain of your target. And since there's 1 round, and I bet the magazine, the ammo would probably be between 26,000 every 4 rounds, which would be quite a bit of money. Now, why don't they just release it? Because they know that people are going to buy it, and it's going to be very overpriced. No, I for certain would have a railgun for comedic value, or if not a railgun, because of the railgun effect of what it is, then at least have it be a treasure, like the double action, or the tomahawk / stone hatchet. Another thing I believe I figured out is that whenever you start, whenever you have another character to throw back on, the money challenges with those 2 weapons, the double action and the stone hatchet / tomahawk, are that you can't do the challenges anymore. I could have had $500,000 added to my 2.2 mil. Now, I mean, that's a lot of money right there. I hope you can understand, I'm trying to get a DeLorean here back. I've lost my first and second DeLorean. So I kind of have an ongoing curse with that car. However, I can easily grind it back within a week, given I have good enough friends. Now, Isaac's like a true brother to me. Alright, he really is almost a brother to me. I mean, he is, for Christ's sake. Not literally, metaphorically. But, I mean, he is just a boss. And go fucking support my homie. I mean, me and him are really good at this game. And now, listen, and I'm not saying I've gotten hate mail from Professional's channel or anything. Because I have been ripping on Professional a lot lately. But I would like to go ahead and semi-apologize to him, because I did lie about one thing to you guys. When I said there isn't any solid ways of making money. There is. It costs a lot of money in general. You see, all the businesses and shit like that, those are little savvy investments that you can make, and make a few $100,000 out of it, and it's pointless unless you have it fully upgraded. If you do have it fully upgraded, you can make bank quick in order to get it fully upgraded and the equipment itself. Like I said, do heists over and over again with buddies, and you should essentially get a lot of cash. If you do the Criminal Mastermind Challenge and just so happen to complete it, you can get up to 10 mil and get whatever the fuck you really want. Now that's just up to you. Me, on the other hand, I ain't got that kind of time, and I ain't got the friends with the right skills. Besides, one of my friends sucks total booty at this game. And he's so far one of the only people I can really recruit at the moment for this process. And I'm not quite sure I think if you do it once, you can't do it again. But I still have to go over the Doomsday. So I can make up to 20 million by doing both Criminal Mastermind challenges, and yes, they do work for the Doomsday heists. Now, here's the pro and con about the Doomsday heists. There's only 3 heists, but the setups are long and boring and prolonged, and the missions are super fucking hard. I think with 4 people we can actually get the Doomsday heist on hard no deaths. It sounds strange like that. Okay, what I like to do here is get a nice little setup going. Grab my weapon of choice. $20,000 in my pockets. So that, within like 3 jobs, I get 20,000. So I mean, that's not too bad. And given how fast I did this one, I'm probably not going to get paid too much money. A nice little thing, kind of wanted to point out here too. Like I said, my theory, the way it works, it requires a lot of work, and it's very rinse, repeat, shake and bake style. And the rinse, repeat, shake and bake style, in my opinion, is essentially the same fucking bullshit. Another thing I kind of wanted to point out is if you're the guest involved with doing the heists, you get paid for the setups. So don't feel entirely entitled to the bullshit. Yes, I do wish the setup payment was of actual essence of cash, at least like 12,000 for normal heists. Making a small little bit of cash count, or at least boosting it by a level. But essentially, the heists themselves pay off pretty decently, and that's my way of making money in the game. Now, I hope this guide helps you guys, and if you stuck around to the end, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoy my video, and now, another thing, yeah. A way to make a lot of money, 100,000, is simply doing 10, 15 jobs. That should have enough to cover the cost of a basic apartment and the cost of the heist. And like I said, if you can follow my basic steps, you can essentially make money. Now, I'm not, because my videos are pretty straight to the point. I had several opportunities here to just dry ice you guys with some bullshit factoids to stall, but I'm not gonna stall my videos. Now, yes, I did talk about personal experience there, but that was, part of the video of why I'm doing what I'm doing and how I've kind of discovered the way of making all this money and who I've discovered it with. And I think it's important that everybody involved can get a lot of credit where credit is due. Okay, yeah, we're gonna die because my guy decides it's cool to go ahead and aim at the guy on the ground instead of the guy with the gun because my guy's a fucking retard. Well, we're gonna end the stream here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope this money guide helps you out. If you guys enjoy, hope all my content's enjoyable for you guys. I try not to be too annoying. I'll see you guys later. Peace.